experience depression, were in and out of prison, and were addicted to drugs and alcohol. Every time I left my mom's house, I had an overwhelming feeling of loss and rejection. Wherever I turned, I felt like I never truly belonged. There was always some reminder that I wasn't kept, chosen, or normal. As a child, I used to sit on the steps that led up to the door of the apartment in the projects and daydream of a better life. I hadn't yet experienced it, but part of me hoped that I could find life outside of the struggles I had seen in my family and community, like teenage pregnancy, drug addiction, domestic violence, and poverty. I believed if I committed myself to doing things differently, I'd eventually experience it. Over time, I came up with a strategy. I would do the opposite of every bad habit I saw around me. That's all my little mind could think of at that age. The overtly bad habits were obvious. Say no to drugs. Stay away from men who were controlling and aggressive. And get a good education. It seemed simple enough, but on a deeper level, I was unaware of the catch. Having to grow up fast, take on grown-up duties, and navigate pressures even the adults in my life couldn't handle put me in a constant state of survival mode. Eventually, that pressure had its consequences. I became tough and verbally aggressive. I grew hypervigilant and overly sensitive to the needs and wants of family members with addictions. Every moment of struggle felt like something I had to overcome, not just for me, but also for the family members and friends who couldn't. Today, I'm a first-generation college graduate, working as a mental well-being professional, business owner, and author. I made it out of the hood physically. I broke generational cycles of abuse, poverty, and addiction. But my upbringing left scars that I've spent the majority of my adult life working through and trying to heal. Guilt and shame clung to me as I tried and failed to save family members from hardship. I became an overachiever, the kind of person who worked, studied, and researched and left little room for a social life. That led to serious burnout, migraines, lower back pain, digestive problems, and other stress-related issues. My day-to-day was dictated by a constant fear that something bad was going to happen. When I was earning my degree in psychology, my textbooks and lectures contained no mention of healing those habits I had developed over the years. We were taught about diagnosing, coping, and predicting outcomes, but given little to no information on how to help restore and mend survivors back to a place of mental and emotional health and well-being. I wanted more. I wanted to build a life that had room for me to just be, without struggle, without a lack of security and stability, and without the lingering habits of trauma. I wanted to uncover my gifts, explore my talents, and choose a path driven by joy and pleasure. I wanted to know what it felt like to walk through a safe neighborhood and one day cultivate a functional family dynamic of my own. I wanted to replace worry, hardships, and chaos with purpose, peace, and power. Your circumstances may be different from mine, but I'm guessing you know what it's like to be at war with a pattern or cycle. Maybe you are honest about your trauma, but you think that because it's in the past, you are okay. You've moved on. Or maybe you're conscious of the emotional bruises and scars you still carry. You know you can't change the past, but now that you are on the other side of it, you're struggling to change the habits and the mindsets you had to develop to survive it. I wonder if, like me, you've been on a mission to set things right in your life. Maybe you've worked hard so you can never be broke again.